Welcome to the Flight Deck Soul family. My name is Sunny. I'll be your guide on today's chapter of Alchemy Eye Intelligence readings. Today is a really special reading for me because today we'll be doing a coffee cup reading, which is really rare for me. In all honesty, I don't do a lot of coffee cup readings because I really get so much information. I am clairaudient by nature, and Spirit revealed that she would also reveal images. So when I do coffee cup readings, it is a combination of listening and seeing. So I get so many signs, so many messages. It's sometimes a little intense for me, but this reading is super fun and rare. So coming off of the 6-6 portal, we're in now 7 energy, which is the God frequency. I hope you enjoy today's reading. First out, all good things deserve preparation. All things are not random, but are prepared. As you were prepared is the message of Spirit today. Okay, I'm using a honey stick as a pointer today. I'm looking at what's happening right now and what's been happening in the most immediate past. Things right now, you should feel some sense of relief after going through something really hard. This was about 3 to 5 years ago, but it's so mucky. It wants to be the star of the show. This is energy that was really hard. We're definitely going to go into details about it. It wants to be the star of this reading, even though it is from the past. I feel like it involves a woman because we have a mature woman with a lot of thick hair. That's my symbol for a mature woman. But right now things are open for you. In this reading, I saw a lot of dogs. I saw a boxer. I saw some words here. A boxer as in the dog. A boxer, okay? There's a tree. And then there's a tree in the spirit background. And I'm going to show you guys the difference. So the lighter patterns are my messaging from spirit realm. And the darker muck, right, is more like 3D, okay? That's like here in the ether energy. So I got dogs in the 3D and I got dogs in the spirit realm. It's so deep. This reading, a lot of my favorite things, a lot of things that I love came out in this reading, which is very interesting. So we're going to be talking about things that are really close to your heart. Adorableness, everything that's adorableness. So right up at the top in the beginning, I saw a polar bear, okay, which is probably the cutest thing in the world to me, right? Then I saw dogs, different breeds of dogs. We're talking about a loyalty issue. There's an issue of loyalty that's on the table, okay? We're going to talk about your growth and some type of deception from your idea of loyalty and somebody else's idea of loyalty. So many things coming up. Hold on. So right here, I saw a polar bear, and then I saw a really attractive person. So this will be the symbol if sort of recently you met someone who was really attractive. I'm talking just on a visual basis, right? Things look really good on the surface, and so that's my polar bear, right? An adorable thing. You showed up right under this person with your face half covered. Okay, so if we look at what's going on right now, everything for you is open and kind of free and unencumbered. You've dealt with a lot of stuff from the past. So this person has showed up not so long ago, and it links to the polar bear. There's a question of loyalty, and it stems from what you dealt with in the past, and this person showing up looking all adorable, as if that's enough, I think. Now, all things said with reference to a polar bear and its majesty and beauty, I wouldn't necessarily go and snuggle up and cuddle with a polar bear because it's still a dangerous bear. Okay, it lives in a different climate, a different environment. We come from different places. It lives in an icy cold place. I don't come from there. I'm not gonna go and cuddle up with a polar bear, right? So there's a messaging there. Right behind the bear, my dog, who is now in the spirit realm, showed up. I love you, Chakotay. She's my spirit angel totem and also guide, right? And, the love I felt for this dog is, you can only imagine. So it told me we were talking about a multiple layered situation where it's someone close to you and maybe someone that you just met, right? Okay, so a younger person, there's a younger male present here, and I feel like this is a son, or like it could be like your nephew. This might be my nephew, okay? But this person is looking like they're standing up straight. They're getting on their feet after a time, after a hard time, okay? And then I saw right around here, this is a person who's sitting on a ledge, and this person is being presented with an opportunity. There's someone right in front of them presenting some type of gift. This person is someone who has a gift of talent with their hands, because their hands are right here. They have two hands here. The hands are really big. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a person sitting there and the hands are extended so they're ready to receive this opportunity. Spirit says acknowledge the gift that the hands are big. It's a huge talent. It's a huge gift. So we're not talking about the voice or any other centers of balance. We're talking about someone who touches people. We're talking about someone who plays an instrument. We're talking about someone who builds things, a contractor, crafty, gifted, the gift of uh, manifestation. The honey is getting warm. That's like how much, you know, the gift is connected with your hands. And there's something you're supposed to do with that in the in the very near future. And that, because it pointed me straight up here. Okay? See how close that is to the handle? So that's in the next 6 months from now. You should really be connecting to some type of craft gift connected with your hands. Okay? I'm also being guided to tell you that your hands are the only hands that are capable of doing this work on behalf of spirit. So even if you just, in your mind, build furniture, because I can see someone building, objects and crafty items. You bring joy, you bring peace, you bring balance. You create a piece of furniture for valuable things to be seated on. You create memories for people. You create energy in a room. You bring objects into existence that bring people joy. And that's really not to be underestimated. Okay, and so maybe this energy again from the past is what you feel is preventing you from exploring the talent more, because again, it wants to be the star of the show, but you've already dealt with it. These curves here, so the woman riding on the back of a dinosaur says that it's extinct. This issue should be extinct. Dinosaurs, we put in a museum and we talk about them and we learn from their existence here, but they don't exist anymore. She conquered the dinosaur. She's now at, if you can imagine, the movie Titanic, and when the Rose is elderly and she's out on the bow with her arms stretched out and her toes are painted red, okay? And she has experienced freedom. She's free from this. She's free from this. She's riding on the back of the dinosaur, okay? And then there's that face that was right in front of her of this energy that always wants to call her back toward something she's healed, even though she's moved forward. This energy is very emotional. You don't have to be a female. You could very well be a male in this energy connecting here. I know it's a really emotional situation because the only moisture or water for our emotion that's present in this cup is connected with this past dense energy. Everything else is open. So it is a cycle of heal and release with this particular thing. Heal and release. You could feel healed at times, and then you could feel like you still need to release, right? Release it. You want it clear up. You want it cleared out, right? So what do we need to do to clear this energy up? And let's take a look at the outside of the cup. A lot of fire energy in this reading, Sagittarius energy. So when we look at the outside, examining closely, you just need to tidy up a bit because your cup is clean. This is somebody who is, at one time, you understand that you have to do inner work in order to be able to present yourself to the world. So you just need to tidy up a bit. There's a dove. Yep, and that dove is in the spirit realm, right? So it has to do with your peace. Tidy up a bit, and you've been putting it off. See how it's way at the bottom. So you want to have peace, just tidy up a bit. It's not that hard, is what I'm getting, right? And so this cup is a little heavy also, right? You have a lot of protection, a lot of protection. You're planning on getting a whole new cup. That's what I also got, right? You were planning on getting a whole new cup anyway. So, you already have a nice cup and you're going to upgrade anyway. Huge blessings are in store and huge blessings are inside your cup, I do feel like this particular reading will resonate more with fire and air signs because immediately I saw Leo and Aries and Sagittarius is more present than any other energy of the zodiac. It's particularly Sagittarius right now, okay? I saw a flame, a fire going up the middle, right by the handle, and it was crossed by a burst of air. So I'm talking to fire and air signs right now. The boxer dog was a very good dog. He was very obedient here, right? So it tells me you expect obedience in a relationship, or someone expects you literally to be obedient, right? I don't know how you resonate with that word in particular, obedience, but it's clear that that is what is expected here. What is also really interesting, all the dogs that I saw, because I saw a Dalmatian, which is a symbol of responsibility and hard work, right? I did see the word Leo, okay? I also saw the word wages, which when I came back to it, turned into wire. Wages, and then it turned into the word wire, okay? But the Dalmatian, there was some type of responsibility because it was near the wire wages. There's some responsibility you have. So let's see what might be covered up. That's why we look at the cover and the top. I don't know if y'all, I know you can't see it because it's going to look different. And that's the beauty of it. Right there is a whale, right? That's a whale who just had a little baby whale. And that's money. That's about your profession. That's about your career. That's about your work. The beauty of these readings is that no two people will ever have the same perspectives. And we're going to see different things, right? And so I'm looking in your cup. The wire and the wages and the whale are connected. Okay? So you maybe recently got a promotion or you're expecting a promotion. Okay? Can you see there's the boxer's head, you see the dog, there's his eye, there's his nose. He wants to be obedient. He looks like he is very obedient. So he does what's expected of him. And so he should get a treat. He should get his rewards. Right? I want to acknowledge the wrench that's here, which tells me you have tools, you know what to do, you know how to fix the situation. Okay, and the strawberry moon that is approaching on June 11th, I do see a strawberry here, because it will be a strawberry moon, will be a particularly bountiful and harvest moon. It is the first, moon of the season, the summer season, and so farmers traditionally look at this as a time to pull up the crops. This is when all the veggies are good. The food is big and bright and colorful. There should be lots to eat. Okay? So you know how to fix all of these ideas of conflicting loyalties, all these different dogs coming up, right? And you know just what to do. You have tools and you have resources. Okay? Whether this is in a relationship or at work. Now, look right here, right? Things are on the horizon. That person, see to the left right there, stretching your arms out. You are standing at the horizon. So once you conquered that major issue from the past, and you stood your ground, you stood on your faith, because you could read that as a cross, symbol for your faith. And I see someone standing with their arms stretched out there, right? Breaking news. This just in on the flight deck. We got a message from the intelligence that what you say, something about tomorrow, and the words that you choose will be really significant in a particular relationship. Something needs to be said, and it needs to happen tomorrow before things go any further, is what we got. Um, there's no need to have anxiety or whatever this energy is surrounding this conversation. Just go ahead and say, look, my words are getting jumbled. Say what needs to be said. You are standing on an extremely solid foundation, right? That tree, the tree is in the spirit realm, okay? So your growth is not just in 3D reality, but the angels, spirit guides, and the universe wants to recognize your growth on different levels. So you should feel confident about anything you need to say pertaining to what you deserve and loyalty and who gets to be in your energy long term. Okay? You're in it for the long term. I do feel like someone is here who is asking what is needed to balance out this situation. I feel like someone here is a light seeker and they are seeking balance in the situation. And the answer is a little bit of patience, because we do have the energy, two specific energies coming up. On Wednesday, June 11th, the strawberry moon marks the end of spring, right? This is the energy of berries. It's the harvest season. And so in the northern hemisphere, it's the first full moon of the summer. So it is an energy that it really supports extroverts and expansion. So of your long-term goals, right? And then also we have on June 24th, superior conjunction, Jupiter in conjunct with the sun. So if you want to talk about alignment, that's a straight line to the heavens. You can work with these energies, right? So Jupiter will lie directly behind the sun, and from the vantage point here on Earth, it looks like those three planets are forming a straight line, okay? Jupiter, the sun, and the Earth. That is cooperative, and that is the energy that we're working with. So maintain your peace. I'm going to say, don't let anyone disturb your peace. Have patience in this situation, because we are approaching the harvest moon, right? And so anything that is opposite of your peace is not what you want to be dealing with, because I just got 180 degrees from the sun, right? And that's what happens at the full moon. The moon is exactly 180 degrees from the sun when it's full. So we feel the effects 3 days before and 3 days after. So anything that's contrary to what you feel in your heart, just ignore that right now to stay in balance and peace. That's what I have for you today, Star Family. I hope you enjoyed your time with me here today. I enjoyed my time with you. I'm going to leave you with a number frequency, 194, representing the frequency of steady progress. 194. Until next time, Star Family, be well.